Hey folks, happy Wednesday. We continue our FUMCCV devotional, daily devotional on generosity. It is Wednesday, October 26th. And the text today is Proverbs chapter 3, verse 27. So turn in your Bible to Proverbs. It's almost directly in the middle, just after Psalms. So go to Psalms just a little bit more. You get to Proverbs. And Proverbs is part of what's known as the wisdom literature. And if you've ever read Proverbs, what you know is it's not a narrative. It's kind of like a poem, but then even more so, it's sort of like a bunch of individual lines that are just put together like sayings. Someone said like one line. Think of one-liners, right? One-liners after another, after another, after another. If you read through Proverbs, you'll find that many lines, it's sort of in a chapter. We're used to a chapter being like, all this chapter is about this subject, or all this chapter is related to one another. Not so with Proverbs in lots of places. One verse from another might be completely unrelated to one another. So, religious scholars, religious leaders who were collecting sort of the wisdom and hearing as prophets, hearing from God about the wisdom, and then writing all of this down together. And so we get this beautiful little verse, chapter 3, verse 27. Do not withhold good from those to whom it is due, when it is in your power to do it. So something about generosity here that don't withhold when you have the power to be generous, don't withhold it. Especially don't withhold it if that generosity is due for someone else. And so our prayer team, they write this prompt: when presented with an opportunity to be generous, will you act? And the wisdom from Proverbs is that a better life is found when you don't withhold generosity, especially to those to whom it is due. So I give that to you today and encourage you to think about the impact on your life because certain people withheld generosity. All of us might have parts of our life that are diminished, or that we still carry sort of these aches because someone should have been more generous with someone with something with us and they failed to do so. They withheld. And then on the flip side, think about the abundance in your life because some people were so generous and they didn't withhold. They shared. And we give thanks for those folks. And then think about the impact that you're having on lives of others. Maybe there's places where you're withholding something, some act of generosity. And think about the impact long-term that it might have on that person. Or maybe think about the places where you are being generous and pray for those folks, that generosity might grow amidst them and their life as well. So God bless. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.